Good morning, my lovelies. Welcome to episode 5 of Vlogtober. It's Saturday the 23rd and last night I finished the last of my sort of big push for commissions, and I've woken up this morning to find that I have 600 subscribers. So yay! And celebrating with my usual cup of tea, thumb still a bit rubbish. This is the start of half term here in the UK. It's Halloween at the end of the week, so it's a really fabulous week. And I have bits and pieces that I need to do, but really the reason why next week I'm so excited, I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off of me, because next week is really the start of shifting the focus to my own things, my own patterns and classes, and you know, putting more time into that. Huge thank you to all of you for just all your really lovely comments. I love the interaction with all you guys, and the brilliant thing about 600 subscribers is that the community tab is now enabled on my channel. So I'd really like to do something fun and, you know, interesting for you lovelies. So if you have ideas about what you would like that to be, because you know the brilliant thing about this YouTube channel is, for me anyway, is the interaction with all of you wherever you are in the world, and your amazing feedback and support. For me, this has been a community, so I'd really like to do something wonderful. Let me know your ideas, your thoughts, and we'll get something spectacular, spooktacular, amazing, fabulous on the go, because I feel really excited about that. I've been saving this to show you this amazing gift by one of my evening class lovelies, Tom. Tom and his mum Lorraine come to my evening class, and they've been there for I don't know how long, forever, not long enough. They're really fabulous, and Tom made this gift for me as a thank you. So it's I can't open it one-handed there. So it's this lovely little coffin that he's decorated. So through the evening class you chit chat with people and you get to know people, and Tom's very into historical costume or historical clothing, and particularly the sort of Regency and so on. So we're always talking about books and films and so on. So through the time he sort of knows of my love of Christine McConnell and then Hammer horror films and so on, and he makes these incredible jewels, and we've got Vincent Price in here and a drop of blood, you know, and Edgar Allan Poe and vampires and a wolf, werewolves, a bat there, bat, fortune teller's hand, a pearl, a lightning strike. So I can imagine all the wonderful vintage horror things, everything that I've loved forever. So clever. I wasn't expecting this at all in any way, and it's a really treasured thing. Just all the care and brilliance of Tom is just amazing. So I'll link him below. He has an Etsy shop and he makes these amongst, you know, all sorts of other things. So do check him out, because he's extremely talented, and you can get yourself something like this should you want to, and really you should want to, because it's just perfection. And I should say that I want my coffin to look exactly like this when I have need for a restful, eternal slumber, until I get disturbed and wake up and, you know, need to bite some necks. But yeah, that'll do me. It's Sunday. It's a really beautiful day today. The sun is shining. It's a little bit crisp. It's very nearly midday. I'm just uploading the video onto YouTube, the cobweb collar, and I loved making this video. It's one of my favourites. I worked really hard on you know, filming different angles and just making it a little bit, you know, improving the filming quality, which I hope I actually have managed. So the plan today, after I've uploaded, is a little stroll along to my best friend's for Sunday lunch. It's always lovely to stroll through the park and see all the wonderful planting and buildings that are either side of the park. Loads and loads of dogs everywhere, which is lovely to see. And I love this mermaid sculpture. And I saw this bird, I don't know what it is, but it was just sitting there. I thought it was pretend at first. Everything just needs to stop for this dress. I am utterly, utterly obsessed. Gonna have to make a version of this, I think. Good morning, it's Monday, the something of October, and I am drinking tea and working on my to-do list. I'm kind of having a week off, but because I finished most of my commissions, and actually today, important job is to package up a lot of stuff for one of the designers that I work with and send that to another one of her seamstresses, because I've kind of started on that process of phasing out, and I feel really good about it. It's like a weight has been lifted off of my shoulders, and you know, I'm able to just have a little bit of headspace for my own stuff, and I feel all inspired again. So on the agenda today, my lovely friend Hula Hannah is on her way round, and we're gonna have a coffee and chit chats. I had a lovely time at my best friend's yesterday, playing with her little boy and, you know, generally getting gooey and stickied and just being silly and rolling around on the floor, and that was really good fun. Nothing like, you know, harnessing your inner toddler to really sort of make you feel quite good about life. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. I've got lots of things to get up onto the website, and also one of them is my kitten bonnet, which I have here. I'm going to put some kits of this up. I don't know if it's going to work, but I've got this lovely, it's got like a blush tone to it. It's probably more a cheetah than a leopard faux fur, and it's got a vintage sort of very blush, pale blush, that lovely vintage colour. Yeah, so I've got a few kits of those. I've been knitting berets, they can go up. I've got PDFs of both the kitten bonnet and my best collar to go up, so that's really good fun. Sitting on exactly the thing that he's not meant to be sitting on, of course. This audiobook, Wakenhurst by Michelle Paver, was absolutely blooming brilliant. I loved it. Highly, highly recommend. Good Tuesday morning. It's very bright and sunny here on the coast. I didn't really film very much yesterday. I was so drained. I think everything, all the busyness is really catching up with me. But I had a lovely afternoon. I had to do loads of silly bits yesterday, you know, pottering about, errands, things like that. So that wasn't terribly interesting for you. And in the afternoon, I stopped pottering, even though there was much pottering to be done, and I had a lovely time doing a bit of my sketchbook, and I watched the remake of The Wolfman with Benicio del Toro, who is such a mesmerising actor. Everything he does is just so interesting. Anyway, I don't know if you've seen the remake of The Wolfman. I was going to watch the original with Lon Chaney Jr., the 1941 version, and then watch the Benicio del Toro one, but I just really wanted to watch it. I bought myself some silly sweets and fizzy pop, and yeah, really enjoyed it. And actually, I mean, I'm a sucker for tacky gothic horror films, always have been. I don't care if they're a bit rubbish or tongue-in-cheek or kitschy. I think let's have a bit of kitschy with our classic horror. The effects in it are brilliant. The nods to the original are brilliant, but the costumes are really, really good. I'm not one of these people who are particularly bothered by historical accuracy in things. I mean, sometimes it's a bit galling, or if it's done wrong, it can look awful. But the costumes in this were really, really lovely. And if you haven't seen The Wolfman with Benicio del Toro, it's very similar to Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula. It's a similar kind of music, similar filming style. You know, it's very much in the same vein. See what I did there? But the costumes are amazing, and Emily Blunt wears just some of the most beautiful pieces of clothes. She wears this very deep midnight velvet suit. Drilling going on. People trying to get into Dracula's coffin, clearly. So yeah, she does, and she wears this amazing dressing gown, which really reminded me of the really lovely arsenic green clothes that Winona Ryder wears in Dracula. So do check it out if you haven't seen it. I'm not sure how well it did way back when, but I actually really love it. I could watch it again and again and again. And Anthony Hopkins is in it, and he's also mesmerising. I showed you my gallery wall the other day, and I've got some gaps, and I've bought these little canvases. I bought 3 in a pack, and they were only about £1.50 from a local store here called ESK, which I think is the best store in the whole wide world. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some decoupage art, which is a really quick and easy way of creating something amazing. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to paint it black, the colour of my soul. My favourite colour, that's lamp black acrylic paint. Just going to cover it all. And then I photocopied the cover of that fabulous spider book that's been so inspiring of late. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut out the spider and stick the spider on here. So it should be a very quick, cheap, effective way of adding some art to your walls. But actually I'd like to just photocopy this again. I enlarged this so that it would fit onto here, which I do hope it, yeah, should fit. And just frame the cover of the book as well, because it's so beautiful, isn't it? There's nothing very complicated about this process. Just whack the paint on. I loosened it with a little bit of water, and just make sure that you cover all of the canvas in as even a way as you can. That's painted all the way around the edges as well. I've just propped it on the other ones from the pack, and just going to let that dry completely. And I could have find some sharp scissors. I might use my little snips to do this, to cut this out. To do decoupage you need quite pointy scissors, like pointy ended scissors that are sharp. I think decoupage is going to be my new thing, and I want to keep these and put these in my sketchbook. So I've cut out my lovely spider as carefully as possible, and he is looking very lovely. I'm just checking that it does actually fit my canvas, and then I lay it on greaseproof paper or any paper, and I'm just using PVA glue, a white glue that dries clear. That's really important, and as flat a brush as possible. And the aim is to cover the thing that you're going to stick on
as thoroughly but as finely as possible. So you want to come over the edges, which is why I've put it on the greaseproof paper. Next, I place the spider on the canvas. I've just done this by eye rather than measuring, so hopefully it's even. And then I'm going to very carefully press it down. You want to avoid air bubbles as much as you can. I used the end of the paintbrush just to stick all the very fine limbs down. And after you've done that and you're pleased with it, let it just dry a little bit. And then I'm going to use the PVA glue as a varnish. So you want to be quite careful and you want to spread the glue on as evenly as possible. And then it was ready to hang. And I'm very, very pleased with the end result.
Coffee in a cauldron. Perfection. I've been putting collages together in my sketchbook and doodling. An idea for a faux fur collar, I thought it was quite nice. And I'm going to make the Liberty Bella tea dress again. That dress is my most worn, but I really love the idea of long sleeves, so I want to do a sleeve adaptation. So my sketchbook, the theme of which is Madame Arcate's Looking Glass, is really just a sort of OCD cutting and stickering, as I like to call it. And I've always done it in one form or another, but I'm just sort of putting stories together. All the images are from Pinterest. I found on Pinterest, I thought, and I've just put in the colours together. This is milliner Adele Mildred. She's got incredible style. She and I just love this whole suit and the colours, sort of pinks and blues and so on. So it keeps me quite focused when I'm thinking about what I want to make. The idea of a black velvet swing coat, the Gertie one, would be amazing. And then I will be putting bits of fabric in here. There's Hedy in this incredible outfit. I love Hedy Lamarr, she is my favourite. The spider book, more sort of ideas, and yeah, so colours, outfit ideas, so I could make a Greta blouse. That one's actually Vivienne Westwood, and you know, playing with texture and embellishing a beret with flowers. And actually I do knitted roses, so I might knit myself a vintage tassel beret in black, leave off the tassel and put some roses. Like, I think that would look really amazing. I've got loads of bits left over from knitting project. And then yeah, I've put together this outfit. This was just a tear from a magazine, and I actually found some cord, just a sample of cord in the scrap bin at college, and yeah, I need to buy some because I'd love a pair of my vintage trousers in green cord. Maybe slightly darker green than this, but I do love this sort of green as well. So yeah, so that's all the fun that I had, and I'll be carrying on with that over the next few evenings. And even if I don't make any of the things in here, I find that this is so sort of meditative, and all my ideas for products, for classes, for, you know, everything come from this process. And if you're interested, I can show you some of my older ones, because I have literally done this since I was about 16. I don't have all of those books now, but I have done this for a very long time. So if you'd like to see some older ones, let me know. And how lovely. My favourite fabric of all time print is this Liberty print. It's called Honeymoon. It's from the 30s. It's got tiny little spider webs on it, and sweet peas and green. But what a lovely combo. This is going to have to happen at some point. It's Tuesday, about 4:30. I've been filming and doing bits and pieces, and I'm going to end this vlog here. I was just going to do one big final vlog, number 5, but actually there's quite a lot in this one, and there's a lot more to come. So you will get Vlogtober number 6 actually on Halloween, so that works out really nicely. And yeah, today has been a very relaxed day. I've just done some nice crafty bits which you will have seen, my wall art, which I'm really pleased with, and I've been filming the Thursday video, which I normally wouldn't do quite so close to Thursday, but because, as you know, I've been very busy, and yeah, I've just got really behind on things, but I'm loving just enjoying filming and taking my time and planning things. And today I've made a rather ginormous decision, which I'm not going to share with you until Sunday. Possibly, probably. I will share it with you because I know that you'll be enthusiastic and supportive, as you always are, because you're really lovely, wonderful souls wherever you are in the world, and you mean a great deal to me, and your thoughts and ideas and feedback will be very important to me. So I shall be making an announcement, which is probably not going to be the most exciting thing now I've built it up quite so much, but anyway, I will tell you on Sunday. And yeah, there'll be lots of other things heading your way, which I hope you will enjoy. I really appreciate you taking the time to spend the time with me in my little cottage by the sea, keeping me and Loki and Missy Batfinkelstein company. She's not very sociable, so you don't really see very much of her, but me and Loki certainly appreciate you taking the time to spend the time with us, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you're new here and you haven't already subscribed and you've enjoyed this video and want to see more of me sewing in my, well, it's sewing and crafting really, in my little cottage by the sea here in Hastings, East Sussex, on the south coast of merry England, then, you know, click the subscribe, like, share, let people know. I love to share the sewing love with you, and I love that you love sewing. And remember, we make the world a better place, one stitch at a time. Wherever you are in the world, my lovelies, I hope you're keeping safe and well, and you are enjoying spooky season. I shall see you soon, my lovelies. Take care. Bye.